Let's move on to the fourth main topic today. And our fourth main topic today gets sent in to us from Shaun Coast, who writes, "Hello, John and crew. Love your show. Thank you so much. My question is, why do you think so many animated films are opening so low? Animated films used to open with 40 to 50 million. Now we have Abominable, Wonder Park, Lego Movie 2, Secret Life of Pets 2, Missing Link, and Angry Birds 2, all of which aren't blowing up at the box office. Are general audiences losing interest in animated films that aren't made by Disney or Pixar?" All right, thanks a lot for that question, man. I appreciate it. And here's the thing. As I bring up this little bit of information here, it's true. For every Incredibles we see, or Incredibles 2 we get that joins the $1 billion club, Frozen that joins the $1 billion club, and it seems like the Toy Story movies joining the $1 billion club. It seems like a lot of the other animated films are struggling. And if we look at some of the recent stuff, you can see where that's coming from. Like, yes, Secret Life of Pets 2 made $429 million. That's nothing to sneeze at. Until you stop for a second and realize the first Secret Life of Pets made more than double that. The first Secret Life of Pets made well over $800 million. Now, and it was great. I like Secret Life of Pets. I thought it was fun. I thought it was wonderful. Now I'm a dog guy, so clearly I liked it, but there you go. This one comes out, drops by more than half. Then Missing Link comes out. A movie, and I admit I took a pass on it, but a movie that a lot of people said was actually really quite good, made $16.6 million. That's bad. They lost money on that. They lost a good amount of money on that. Angry Birds 2 made $124 million. And by the way, a lot of people saying it was actually pretty good. But the first Angry Birds, again, made more than double that, almost in the neighborhood of triple that, because the first one made $352 million. This one made $124. Then this new movie that just came out, Abominable, which is in theaters now, and I got to tell you, is a nice little movie. I'm charmed. I was charmed by this movie. Is it Pixar level? No. But this is a charming little movie with some nice heart, some good smiles and laughs. It's a feel-good movie. It's a movie that'll make your heart smile. I enjoyed Abominable. I thought it was really nice. But not surprisingly, because they really didn't do much marketing for it, the movie only made about 20 million opening weekend and about 30 million worldwide. This movie's going to lose money. It's going to lose money. So, what's the root cause of this? Is it that audiences just aren't interested in animated films? Is it audiences are only interested in Pixar and Disney animated films? I would suggest this. I don't think either of those is the case. I don't think the audience has lost faith in animated films. I don't think the audience has gotten to the point where the only animated films they're interested in are Disney or Pixar films. I think the issue is this, is that animated movies are still movies. Like, what we wouldn't do is point to a few live action movies that failed at the box office and go, has the audience lost faith in live action movies? No. It's just that for whatever reasons, that movie didn't look good to the audience. That movie didn't interest the audience. And that movie's a sequel and nobody liked the first one. We wouldn't ask, is it the fact that they're live action is what's keeping people away? And I would say that when we look at something like this here, what we need to do is look beyond the fact that these are animated films and just see them as movies. Look, Secret Life of Pets 2, I really liked the first Secret Life of Pets. But the trailers for Secret Life of Pets 2 told you nothing about the movie. There was nothing in their trailers to get you excited about it. They had some cute trailers, but trailers that didn't actually tell you. It was kind of like Blade Runner 2049. It's like they expected people to go, oh, it's a Secret Life of Pets movie. I'm going no matter what. No, you got to tell us, what's this movie about? And it didn't really give us anything, and it didn't look nearly as good as the first one. Not to mention, even though I liked the first one, there were a lot of people that were lukewarm on it. So just like any other movie, animated or not, second one didn't do so well. Look, Missing Link didn't look good. Again, everybody said it was awesome, but the fact of the matter is it did not look good. It didn't look good at all. And as painful as it is to say, the animation style that company brings to the table doesn't appeal to a lot of people. I'm not saying it should or shouldn't. I'm not saying it shouldn't appeal to a lot of people. But the bottom line fact of the matter is the trailers did not look good. It didn't look interesting. And the animation style does not appeal to a broad group of people. Again, I'm not saying it shouldn't appeal to them. I'm just saying, I think you would agree, it just doesn't to a lot of people. Angry Birds 2, well, the first Angry Birds sucked. Nobody was interested in a sequel. Not to mention, Angry Birds is an IP, and that's a 2012 thing. Angry Birds, I mean, it's just not a thing anymore. So forget as an animated movie, as a movie, considering the first one was so bad, it's really not a surprise that this happened. And then we get to Abominable. It's a nice little movie, but the fact of the matter is they barely marketed this thing. They barely marketed it. So the bottom line here for me is this. No, I don't think the audience in general has given up on animated films. I don't think general audiences look at a film and just see cartoon. Now, there are some people who just never want to see an animated film. I get that. But for the most part, I don't think they've gotten to the point where it's like, wait, animated film that's not by Pixar? I don't want to see it. But what happens with Pixar and Disney films? They look great. They market them brilliantly. And people get excited about seeing them when they come out. That will happen as well with other animated films if those things are in play. If they look fantastic, if they market them well, and they look like they're going to deliver a great time at the movie theater for you and your kids or you and your family or whatever. If you do that, they'll do well. But if you don't do those basic things that any movie needs to do, whether it's animated or not, you're going to end up with poor results. If you're thinking, we'll just make a cartoon and it'll make lots of money because that's what cartoons do. No, you have to do all the same things a regular movie does to attract people and interest the audience to come out and see your film. And I would argue each one of those films we just looked at, for different reasons, failed to meet that criteria, and they ended up not making as much money. But I don't think it's a general bias now by the audience against animated films. So anyway, that's how I see it. Guys, how do you see it? Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Do you think, no, John, we really do think that, outside of Disney, people just generally aren't interested in animated films anymore? Is that what you think? If so, jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts and your point of view. I'd love to hear it. All right, guys.